It's not a right move. That is my personal opinion.
I will honestly say it is a myth that blacks cannot do farming.
It's not a right move. That is my personal opinion. I usually say to people, farming is not for sissies. You cannot farm part-time. You cannot farm half a day and say in the morning I'll be in the farm, the other part of the day I'll be doing something else. It won't give you good rewards. But now the issue, or the issue of the debate now of land, is the two sides of the coin. Maybe government is trying now to readdress the issue of land reform that was very slow. But now the debate of saying that we grab the land without compensation, whose land would be that? Who will be the victim of that? That is now the crux of the matter. Yes, it is true that people need land, but now how many of them will be able to work the land profitably?
I will honestly say it is a myth that blacks cannot do farming. It's a myth. The saying that say we are going, if maybe we acquire land, we are going to compromise food security. I don't believe in such statements. Yes, there are those blacks who are not real farmers, who are created farmers. But if you go to real farmers, they work. They work. For the mere fact that we started without any support, it proves to us today that we can do. We are still doing it. We are still doing well. We grew from cattle to sheep farming. We grew from not only that, we're not only confined to animals, we are now producing crops without that necessary support.
So hence now we are a little bit backward. We don't get support. But our counterparts, the whites, they usually attend agricultural schools, and then after completing their diploma, they go to the farm. But blacks, we don't go to agricultural schools. So we are speculating on general knowledge. And usually it doesn't give you good deals. It won't.
I do not believe that we as blacks are ineducable. There are those in service training which are being provided by commodity organizations. If we can be properly trained, we can continue. We are continuing with farming. I am saying I am doing almost everything here perfectly. You can look at my maize. It's of that standard of the white people. You look at the stock I have of sheep. It is of that standard of the white people. I do not believe that we cannot make it. We can, provided we get support. We have got limited support. You go to banks are not on our side. You go to government keeps on changing policies year in and year out. So then before even they can see that the policy they have brought is working or is giving results, they change it. So then we need just to rectify the policies and stick to our policies and try to implement them successfully, then we will go for it. It is not for the first time that land was taken from people given to others. We count that long before 18-something, before arrival of Jan van Riebeck.
Two major one, land. Land is the major one. Finances, financial support. Even if the cops help us, but they are restricted. You cannot go there and look for 5 million. They say, no, you cannot get 5 million. You are only working 195 hectares, so we limit you to that. That's all.
Indeed, without financial support, farming is impossible. It's definitely impossible. You know, to fund our operations, like I have said, I had to sell the business that I had. That was taxis. I had to sell them so as to buy cattle. And when cattle were here, they needed feeding. I had to remain to remain in teaching so as to use my salary to finance the operation of farming business. But I must tell you that it's not as easy as one thinks. Without financial support, farming is impossible. There are those programs offered by Department of Rural Development, that is that one of recapitalization. That it was a very positive program. We managed to can acquire some of machinery that we are having on the farm. We are now expanding from that. We are now expanding our operation from that. Should such supports be carried out to the level where it goes to every farmer, and then I think that the government will succeed.